The Stones recorded Paint It Black in 1966 on 4 tracks of tape. I'm going to try it today, 8 tracks, 2 reel-to-reels and just me. First up is percussion, the heartbeat of the track. I'm starting by playing along with the original recording as the guide to capture the right tempo. On the original record, Charlie Watts held down the relentless floor-tom pulse with Brian Jones' overdub tabla-style percussion. They tracked it live at RCA Studios in Hollywood, and it's likely that the kit was mic'd up using a Neumann U67 overhead and RCA ribbons on the toms. I'll fake it using a dampened floor tom for the low hits and a bongo for the higher strokes. Here's the famous hook. Brian Jones played a real sitar, one of the first times it appeared on a rock record. I don't have a sitar, so I've done a quick bridge mod on this guitar using a piece of wire. The buzzing gets me closer to that droning snap, and I'll also double up the riff on my dobro to add some more resonance. In the original RCA session, they only had 4 tracks, so bass, drums and rhythm guitar were bounced together. Here, I've got more space with 8 tracks, but since I'm recording one part at a time, I still need to bounce stuff together. Here's my tracking plan so you can see where we're going. I've already filled up the tape, so we'll need to do a stereo bounce to my Revox and collapse the mix onto just 2 tracks. Drums and percussion are on the left and sitar is on the right. I'll just play a little clip so you can see what it sounds like at the moment. I've recorded the external bounce onto a fresh section of tape, so let's get on with the rest of the overdubs. I couldn't find any definitive info about which amps were used on the original session, but it's likely the Stones used RCA's gear, which included a Fender back line at the time. I'll use this Taurus 50-watt tube amp and Fender Champ for my guitar parts today. Bill also overdubbed a Hammond organ part using the foot pedals that gives the track that double time feeling. I'll try to emulate that using this Logic Pro instrument and bounce that together with the bass guitar. I've got everything running through the Allen Heath MixWizard into the TEAC. Normally I would use my Tascam 4-track, but it's away for repair, so this was a good excuse to test out how my newly renovated reel-to-reel sounds. With no noise reduction, I'm printing levels pretty hot to limit the hiss. I'll also use a little outboard compression before tape to keep dynamics in check, but that will mainly be on the vocals and bass. Tracking is done, so I'm going to mix it down in mono to the Revox. The Stones mixed their track through RCA's Tube Desk, and it sounds like they're using a chamber reverb. I'm going to try to get a similar sound using a combination of my Korg stage echo and the inbuilt reverb on the Allen Heath desk here. It's got a chamber setting which seems to suit it pretty well. Let's have a quick listen to how things sound before we do the final mix. Let's start off by listening to everything together, then I'll isolate some tracks. Right, let's focus on the rhythm section to start with. So there we've got all the drums, bongos, etc. on track 2. Bass on track 1. There's the bass. Drums by themselves again. Then we should have the sitar on track 3. I've also got the drone mixing behind that, and I've taken a bit of the low end out there. And here's the electric guitar. Acoustic on this track. Just happens and the main vocals. I look inside myself and okay, let's bring everything back in again. Okay, I'll do some tweaking off camera, then we'll come back with the final mix in a second. in a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the center, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. Okay, so there it is. It was a fun track to work on, but being such an iconic song, it definitely pushed me. It's pretty much impossible to get that kind of sound in a home studio, so I've taken a few liberties along the way and kind of put my own spin on it, I guess. That said, I've learned quite a lot of stuff in the process, so that should be quite useful in future projects. In my next video, I'm planning to do another 60s style original with my new project, The Magnetic Machines, and I'm currently working on a new album in that genre. I'd also love to hear about any 60s style techniques you'd recommend that I could try out, so please pop those in the comments. Thanks again for watching today, and see you in the next one.